All right, now we're recording, and we'll see if anybody else comes in. All right, so what I wanted to cover first is kind of like part of this. Sometimes whenever we go through, the breathing and the flow, then there's always a bit of a point where we're doing standing meditation, whether the hands are out here, behind the back. None of that really, it's the hands positions themselves. It could be almost whatever that you choose to be, but it's what you're doing while you're in that standing. And initially, when I present this, what I ask everybody to do is just feel. Okay, just feel the energy, because it's new, and with the Qigong, and the way that I teach within this category of Qigong is that it is designed to become more aware of your internal energies and then to harness them. So you have to become aware of them first. So that's part of why we're doing, these flows and these movements. Then you just kind of stand and just kind of absorb and to feel it, become connected. Once you kind of get that established, then you can start doing more things with your mind while you're in this standing meditation. Now, within Qigong, it is said the mind leads energy. So mind, then you kind of begin to lead that energy through, and then as you become more aware and more harness it, now then you use it to command that energy. But first, you use it to lead. So whether I'm in moving meditation or not, I still want to feel like I'm moving. My body is energy, and I'm moving my arms. I'm letting it kind of get in this flow and this harmony of mind, body, and breath. When I'm doing the standing, then one of the things that I'll do is what's called small circulation. And I will also do this during sitting meditation as well. And, in the meridian theories, you have two major, they're almost, the governing channel that runs up the back, conception channel that runs down the front. So the conception channel, kind of starts down around the perineum. It comes up, branches, and stops back here. Your governing channel starts at the coccyx, your tailbone in the back, comes up your spine across, and then you got a third eye, it comes down and branches about here. So a lot of times in traditional Chinese medicine, you'll put your tongue on the back of the roof of your mouth and connect those two channels. But those are like reservoirs, and as you fill these reservoirs up, then they will fill like the other rivers and creeks of your meridian lines with the other pairs of meridians in the body. So as you become more focused and aware of this, those two channels, then you start to work with them. A lot of times you'll hear me say when we're talking about breathing or meditation, I'll say, breathe in as if you're breathing energy down in your inhale, and then send it up your back on your exhale. And that's part of the small circulation. But what I would suggest is whenever we go to a standing meditation, wherever it is, then start just as you breathe in good diaphragmatic breathing, but imagine you're leading energy down your front, down a channel in your front, down through your abdomen, basically to perineum. And then on the exhale, then lead that energy up your spine, and you're going to find some places where you're going to lead it up your spine, over your head, and then, by the end of the exhale, you should be right about your mouth. And it may take a little bit to build that up in your awareness, and that's fine too. They don't have to be tied to your breath. The breath is an anchor, but it's a good way to start. All right. And if you find there's areas where you kind of lose that sensation, don't, just let it go, and then just come back to it again and just see if you can lead it farther up. When I first started this, there was a few places where I would felt like they was somewhat blocked. And I would just continue in my mind, just leave that energy around. And then in a very short time, it seemed to open those channels up. And I was then be able to sense and feel that. I tend to use the chakras as I'm coming up. So it's just kind of looking at the dantians. Some will say come up and just kind of focus on different areas, kind of a checkpoints as you kind of lead that energy up and around. I like using like I said, the chakras. So I'll just imagine I'm coming up from my tailbone first. Second chakra is right about lower dantian, the lumbar. Third chakra comes up, and they actually exist along your spine. You'll also find them, say, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown of your head. So as you're leading energy up, just think I'm coming from my tailbone up to lower dantian. Think about along my spine around the solar plex, the heart, the throat, back of the head, crown, and then coming down. And as you kind of just become aware of this, I think you'll find we got somebody getting ready to join us. I think Charles is here today. So I think he was just here. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. There he goes. There he goes.
Sensei, quick question. Can you go over that flow of it real quickly? It looked like it was a flow the way you just described it.
Yep. Sorry, repeat that again, Miguel.
It seemed like there was a flow the way you described it, starting like it was a circular, like you said, a small circular movement. It seems like it's a flow.
Yep.
Can you just briefly describe that again?
I will. Here, I'm going to pin me up here. And there we go. So, all right, you see a bit better. So, go back to our conversation. Lower dantian is kind of lower abdomen, and it includes the space, say, from navel, umbilical to genitals. Okay, kind of this whole region. Middle dantian is going to be from chest to upper abdomen, just above your navel. The upper dantian is basically going to be your head. Most include throat, some don't. But when I talk about the small circle, so circulation, so when we're standing or even when you're sitting, if I breathe in, big diaphragm breathing, but instead of just using my diaphragm, I want to imagine I'm directing energy down through this channel. So in meridian theory, you have two major reservoirs channels, one that runs down the front and one that comes up the back. And the one that comes down the front is conception channel, the back is the governing channel. And so you want to imagine I'm leading energy, and the inhale down the front, it circles around through the coccyx, comes up, and on the exhale, I'm leading this energy up my spine and across my head. Now, you may at times find that it's, you kind of lose that sensation as you're sending it across your body. And if that's the case, don't fret with it. Just come back to it again and just kind of lead. Eventually what you'll find is you'll be able to feel this energy leading. Now, you don't push the energy. And that's another important point, is you don't push the energy, you only lead it. If I'm pushing, I'm creating tension. If I'm leading, then I'm guiding it up and through. I tend to use chakras, so which is another, comes from more of the Hindu, and it is something that I am very well versed in. I will tend, as I'm coming up, so I'll breathe in, and then I'll lead the energy up, and I'm looking for areas, sensing areas, coccyx, so the tailbone, lumbar is going to be on the other side of your lower dantian, is going to be your second chakra. Coming up along the solar plex, along the spine, is going to be the next one up, and then heart, throat, third eye, which you'll find along the back of your head and the crown. So I would imagine bringing all that up and kind of energizing those areas as I come through. It's a little hard to explain. It makes a little more sense the more that you do it and you begin to feel it. But we'll talk, and I'll put out more about this as well. I wanted to start the conversation with it today, just so that, because you'll kind of start getting ingrained and get that practice. That make sense? All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Any questions before we get started? I see the fireworks. Okay. All right, everybody good? Awesome. All right. All right, feet together, hand down, right hand over lower abdomen, lower dantian. So you're focusing on this area here. I just want you to start to breathe, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Do your belly push out. Let go of everything of the day. When I breathe in, I want to breathe, imagine energy coming down, and then imagine a ball of energy right in my lower dantian. Now take one hand and put it on your chest. This is wave breathing, so what you want to feel is the belly expand from diaphragmatic breathing, expand out the ribs, expand out the chest. So you're getting a deep, deep breath, and then reverse that. Inhale. Really press that diaphragm in all directions. Keep that pressure so it expands your lungs. Fill up the top of your chest. And let it go. One more time. Bring your hands back down, lower dantian. Right, feet about shoulder length apart, hands come up, and just as you come up, turn, press, turn the hands back over, and just scan down your body. All those energy points that we mentioned, just imagine, just feel your body resonate. Breathe in. Hold a little bit at the top. Turn your hands over. Exhale on the way down. Releasing all tension from your body. One more time. All right, now, feet are forward. Let your shoulders and your hips do the turning. Your arms are loose. One forearm hits lower dantian. The other forearm hits the lumbar in the back. Bend your knees just a little bit. Then you can even come up and start to hit like a long one. Long one's right up here. So I'm just going to starts to activate that meridian line, those pressure points. Slow it down. Just let your fingers glide through the air, nice and relaxed. Any tension in your mind or body, let it go. All right. Bring your hands down to your side. Just stand and absorb. Now, I want you to press right hand down, left hand coils up. So I'm pressing to the sky with left hand palm towards the ceiling, right palm towards the floor. Now I want to stretch, and I can put a little bit of a bend to help open up the fascia along this side. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you push out. Pump, bend your knees and pump the legs a little bit. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In your own personal practice, inhale. You can take this as slow as you wish, because everything in your personal practice, everything is guided by your breath. The quality of your inhale and the quality of your exhale. One more time. All right, come down. Bring up, got chest level. Come down. Again, up. Inhale. Exhale. Now, you're going to coil. So left hand, I want fingers of the thumb and the little finger kind of extended opposite of each other. So you create this conclave in your palm. You're going to push out and then coil. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You can look over your shoulder. Get more stretch. With this, you're still going to keep a bend in your arm. You don't want your arm extended straight out and locked. Have a little bit of a bend. Allow that energy to move. In your own personal practice, any of these concepts, techniques you want to incorporate, then you do. One more time. Up. Inhale, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Exhale. Spinal cord breathing. So when you come out, as you roll, as you tuck your tailbone in a little bit, bend your knees, roll your elbows in and collapse your chest. You should feel this really start to stretch along the vertebrae in your back, but this is where you're going to exhale everything out of your lungs, and then inhale as you open. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. All right, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands to your side. You're going to throw the hands up. This is all nice, relaxed. Your hips go back a little bit, then forward. Nice and relaxed. Feel the flow between mind, body, and breath. Anything feels loose, just relax it. 2 more times. 1, 2. Now, put your hands, once again, your arms are not locked, so your elbow is slightly bent, as if you're pushing a spring down. Then rotate them outwards, spread out a little bit. So mentally and also physically push down through the palm of your hands. As you bend your hands back and you mentally press as if you're pressing a spring, you'll start to feel some tension and stretching of the ligaments, the tendons, meridian lines. So just press. Now, as you extend, say, your middle finger out, then stretch your neck. Roll it over. Other side, press with the left hand. Back up. Now, take your hands, turn them over, and doing like bird beaks. And you're going to stretch. The first one stretches the yin lines along the inside of your forearm. This one stretches the yang lines along the outside. So most of the meridian lines tend to run, a lot of them run through your hands. So activating this helps. Same thing. Now I'm going to put my focus and stretch and press out with my right hand and leaning my head over to the left to stretch this line along my neck. Back to center, other side. Now extend the hands out. Turn the fingers up so that your little fingers are almost pointed towards the ceiling. Inhale. Turn them over. Inhale. Get this stretch. This is a stretch I find I get my right scapula, that muscle under my scapula tends to seize up at times. This I find is a good stretch to activate. Turn over. Inhale. Turn them back over as you exhale. Try and feel that stretch deep within. One more time. Inhale as I'm turning. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Back up here again. 1. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Feet. Sit them out. Good wide stance. As I come up, breathe in. Bend your back over. You want to stretch. And then bring it all forward on the exhale, as if you're going to touch the floor or your toes. Bend your knees or roll up. Roll your spine up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And when I turn my palms over, I'm really feeling a nice torque and stretch as I roll my shoulders back and I'm pressing to the ceiling. So I'm rolling my shoulders back. Y'all feel it along the upper back, but I also will feel it along my forearms and arms. Exhale. One more time. Now, left hand, push, lean way over, and I'm spiraling my palm, looking forward. I'm feeling the stretch from here. I'm pushing off and sinking my root into the ground. Pushing. Inhale, back to center. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Walk it up. All right. So we'll work on the lungs first. So with lungs, we'll start out with lungs. Remember the color, if you want to visualize the color, is white in your lungs, so brilliant white light in your lungs. The sound is a, and so if I come up, press, positive vibes sending through the body, attitude of gratitude, scanning my body, resonating the energy between my palms and my body, pressing, clearing all negative energy out. One more time. Another movement for lungs is come up the side, put your thumb and little finger together. So I'm inhaling as I bring them together, my arms in front of me. I collapse my chest a little bit. On the exhale, I open, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, bring your hands in front. So fingers are somewhat together and slightly shifted at about 30 degrees towards you. Elbows out a little bit, knees bent, and then absorb. Now, this is a good time to work what we talked about with small circulation. So I'm imagining as I stand here, as I breathe in, energy down the front, and I lead energy up my spine and over the top of my head on the exhale. Now I want you to shift your weight to your left foot. Extend your right hand just a little bit and point the index of your left finger to the palm of your right hand. Just hold that. If you feel any sensations between your palms and your hands, fantastic. If not, it will come. Back to center. Sink into your left foot. Extend the left hand. Point the right index finger to the left palm. Come back to center. Bring the hands down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we'll go to water. Put your right hand behind your back, lumbar. Left hand, you're going to bend at the waist. On the exhale, then I'm going to scoop water up. Inhale. Exhale as I come across. Scoop down. Inhale. Exhale. Still keeping the palm point activated by pressing the little finger and the thumb out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now, smaller. No need to bend at the waist. Focus on your palm and your hand. Inhale. Feel the spiral. Inhale. Feel the spiral. Exhale. One more time. Now, tight spiral. 2 fingers out, pointed away from you. Put it right down the 2 inches below your navel, and just absorb. Feel energy in your lower dantian. Then reverse. Left hand goes behind. Right hand, scoop. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you want, you could imagine I'm scooping energy up out of the earth and letting it roll into me. I also just imagine my arm and my body just resonating with energy. One more time, big. Now, don't bend the waist, just scoop. Exhale. You also begin to feel that kinetic chain of your body moving the more that you're relaxed. One more time. Tight circle, 2 fingers, absorb. All right, now bend your knees slightly. Roll the palm, back of your palms hand together as I bend down, as if I'm, now the kidney meridians start and lower, and they come up the inside of the legs, so I'm pulling energy up. As I get to keeping your shoulders down, as I get the chest tight, I just roll it out. Now, we didn't cover on this, the sound is, the color is blue. So if I want to imagine good, healthy blue into my kidneys, roll my spine up on the inhale, clear all energy out on the exhale. One more time. Then hands behind you as if you're holding a ball. It's called bear pose ball. So they're going to be, your hands are going to be just not locked out, but extended. Your palms turned back towards your lumbar. Stand and absorb. All right. In the front. Breathe in, hands up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll go to the liver. The liver is the wood element. Its color is green, so a nice, vibrant, healthy green. And the sound for this is shh in traditional Chinese medicine. Ayurvedic Hindu has different sounds, different cultures, different sounds. But for this, we're going to use shh. So I want you to come up as liver meridian comes up one side, gallbladder comes up on the outside of the leg. They're both right here in the trunk, and then they disseminate. So I want to raise energy up, feeling the resonance between my hands and my body. I went over to crown chakra, clearing energy out. Other side, breathe in. One more time. Now, turn your body to the side. Right hand out, left hand back. Swim your left hand past your head. Exchange. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine I'm sending energy from my palms through my head, resonating my whole body. One more time. Bring the hands in front and just down in front of you. Stand and absorb. You can do small circulation here as well if you wish. I'll do small circulation while I'm waiting in grocery lines too, by the way. But feel the energy. If you feel any tension, let it go. If you feel any mental resistance, let it go. So we've gone from lungs in the middle, kidneys for water, liver for wood. They'll have heart for fire energy. So for fire, we have cloudy hands. So one left hand comes up right in line with your chest and your heart. Right hand is just going to scoop along, exchange. There isn't a lot of breath coordination in this particular one. You can find it. Just let them glide through. Just imagine your palm of your body resonating. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Now, another one for the heart is I'm going to roll this one out. This is very similar to our punch. So I'm going to roll this out. This is spiraling. This is pushing. If I get to the end, my left hand's going to spiral. My right hand's going to point to my elbow. This is going to push, and they exchange. With this, I breathe in, breathe out. The color for the heart is red. The sound is H-A-R. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Bring hands down, come up, press out, and hold. Just going to absorb the energy, feel it. See, if you sense it, I usually will sense this radiating down my arms, out the palm of my hands. Down. All right, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Now we'll go to earth element, which is stomach and spleen. The color is yellow. And the sound with this is like you're blowing out a candle. So we'll start with both hands. Inhale. They come right across the center. My hips go out a little bit. I'm clearing energy. One more time. Now we're going to do single hand. So in this case, my right hand is going to hold down by my navel. The left hand is going to come out, gather energy, exchange. So my right hand moves up a little bit. The left hand replaces it, comes out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Now, both hands come out, forearms parallel to the floor. Hook your hands out a little bit, extend your fingers. When I breathe in, I'm breathing in as if I'm breathing in through the palms of my hand, the soles of my feet, the crown of my head. When I breathe in, I'm taking everything down to lower dantian. And on the exhale, I just want to feel everything center and cement more in the lower dantian. So I just want to condense that energy. Breathe energy in, condense it in my lower dantian. One more breath. All right, bring hands down, up. And now imagine the resonating energy from my palm down the crown of my head, forehead, throat, heart, solar plexus, lower dantian, root chakra. Inhale, exhale, repeat. One more time. One hand over your abdomen, other hand on top. Just imagine that ball of energy, fire, moving around. Press it, stand and absorb. All right, gentlemen. There's it for today. How's everybody feeling?
Feeling good. Thanks for going over the circular motion again. I'll start incorporating that. I think when I first started doing Qigong, I would just be there breathing. But now that circular motion is helping me get more focused as well.
Doing some of that, coming up here,
Mm-hmm.
this is some of the most powerful of Qigong. We're centering, calming, energizing. It's just that simple movement. Do it 15 times, and it'll start your day out right. If you don't have time for a full flow, other times I'll just sit and I'll get somewhere and I'll go. Now this is the shortcut, but also just up and down. So go.
Okay.
Any questions with anything?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
First of all, good morning, Rishi. Good morning, Miguel.
Good morning.
So when you're feeling tension, okay, does that mean that you should focus more on the breathing so that it kind of remediates or even goes away altogether?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're feeling tension in your body, continue to focus on your breath. I'll also put awareness in those areas that may have tension. Okay. If I put awareness, like sometimes I'll get that in, the scapula in my back. And if I just begin just to kind of focus on that a little bit, whether I'm breathing or not, the awareness of it will begin to help it to unravel. Now, I will, grant you that little muscle under the scapula that gets so tense when we get stressed and just the normal kinds, it's persistent. And that's why some of these stretches I've done have been to work on that. But I've found that the more that I do the Qigong, the less I have to deal with that. And there's times when if I'll feel tension in my body, I'll put my awareness on it and I'll tell it to relax, and it will do that. It's built up over time. But the breathing, the deep breathing itself will do a remarkable amount for just alleviating stress within your mind and your body.
Okay, that answers my question, Rishi. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Most welcome. Most welcome.
Hey, Brent, one last thing. I love this for some more of those. I know we went over it today, which was really cool. The different chakra points. I know is that part of Qigong, or that's something different?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Technically, they come from two different disciplines. So the Qigong mainly comes from more of a traditional Chinese background, and the chakras come from more of a Hindu Ayurvedic background. So one from India, one from China. My education in all of this started with the chakras and more of a Hindu Ayurvedic in my meditation many years ago. So I already have a lot of experience with the chakras, and there's no question in my mind about their benefit and the fact that they're there. I sense them and feel them all the time. I'll do more talks on this, and I'll send some more information out about what the chakras are for. Depending upon the school of thought, they're either considered to be reservoirs of energy or vectors of energy? And the answer is, are they, is it static or is it wave? And the answer is, of course, it's whatever you perceive it to be at that time, because it is energy. If you view it, some people view them as energetic knots that need to be undone. Other people view it as these are energy centers that help to influence and dictate certain parts of your being, whether it be emotional or in different emotions, and all that's true, and all that works. It's a nice study. Initially, it just begins to be able to feel them and just kind of sense that they're there. I will send more information out on those.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. All right, gentlemen. Anything else?
I feel fantastic, Renshi, and I don't have
good.
anything else.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for the class.
You're most welcome. Great seeing you guys.
Thank you. Same here. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right.